A whirlwind of activity here for you over the last couple of days?
Yeah, it's been crazy. You know, I was waiting to see if it was going to come together, and then I was on a plane like an hour and a half later. So it's been a crazy 24 hours for sure.
What was your first session like here? I know it's a small sample size here, but what was practice like this morning?
It was awesome. It was so much fun. You know, me and PG just talked. He's like, hey, just have fun out here and enjoy yourself and work hard. And that's all I really tried to do, just tried to have fun. And, you know, I had a blast today.
Discernible difference in the shot volume and everything else from college to the pros?
Yeah, you know what? It actually wasn't as crazy of a jump as I expected. You know, I just tried to have fun out there. And, you know, it was a really good time, and I'm happy to be here.
You looking forward to that first start?
I don't know what's going to happen, actually. They said they're hoping to get me in, but, you know, we'll see. And I'm just really excited and happy to be here.
Talk about just your thoughts. When this happened yesterday, last night, thinking about it, I'm in the NHL. What's that mean to you?
It means the world, you know. I mean, I've been working my whole life to get here, and it's crazy when you think about, you know, after it was announced yesterday, all the people that reached out to me, and it really makes you realize how many people it takes to you know, have one dream come true. So yesterday was a pretty special day for myself and my family, and you know, I really just want to thank Arizona State University and everything they've done for me, and Coach Powers and the Ottawa Senators organization for giving me this amazing opportunity.
When you think back to that first development camp that you were at here, did you, in your wildest dreams, think that you'd be here, standing here?
You know, that was always the goal,
yeah.
Right? So it was what I was working towards for the last 4 years, ever since I was picked, and you know, this is where I wanted to be. So to have that happen and all come to fruition is it's pretty incredible.
You could have put yourself in a situation where you would have had options, yet you chose to go with the team that drafted you. What did the Senators give you as outlook that made you want to commit to it?
Yeah, I think a lot of things go into it. I think the biggest thing was that you know, the Senators organization has put a lot of time and effort into me, and you know, they've taken good care of me ever since I've been selected. And you know, me and Pierre Gru have had a good relationship, and you know, him and I keep in touch, or have kept in touch, you know, ever since he's come on here. So you know, I think, you know, I talked with my family, and you know, this was the place we wanted to be. So I'm really happy that it ended up working out.
After spending a few years very far from home, being closer to home, does it play a factor at all? The fact that you're going to be able to see your family more often maybe than you've been before?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe a little bit. I could tell you my mom wasn't too thrilled when I decided to go to Arizona State. Not that it wasn't you know, an incredible opportunity and that she wasn't happy for me, but she just wanted me a little closer to home, so she's probably going to be excited.
There's a lot of depth in front of the net for this organization, a lot of youthful. How do you assess the situation?
Well, I think, you know, in the NHL, every team's going to have good goalies in their system. So no matter what, you're going to have to go and you're going to have to play well if you want to play in the NHL. And you know, I think it's the same anywhere.
How far down the road do you project yourself?
You know, to be honest, I'm really not thinking about that right now. I'm just trying to focus on, you know, this upcoming week, and then you know, really trying to enjoy it and soak it all in.
When you chose Arizona State, why did you choose Arizona State, I guess?
Yeah, you know, that's a really good question. There were a lot of different reasons. You know, Coach Powers, actually, the first time he called me, I was driving in a snowstorm, and he was in Arizona. So, you know, there was his first talking point, or selling point. And, you know, then after that, I went down for a visit, and him and I established a good connection right away. And, you know, he really talked about the Be the Tradition mantra, which was our mantra at ASU, and that was something that I wanted to be a part of. And then ultimately to make the NCAA tournament this season was being the tradition. That was, you know, he told us we are the tradition now, and that's something that I'm incredibly proud of, and I'm you know, very grateful to have been part of.
So with that in mind, was it a difficult decision here, knowing what you've done to help create that program and that tradition?
Yeah, it's tough. Those guys are my best friends on that team, and you know, the whole staff, coaching staff, players, the whole athletic department, everyone that it takes to run a successful hockey program. You know, it definitely made it challenging because I love those guys, and those guys are my brothers for life. So it's you know, it was tough, but at the end of the day, just tried to make you know, the best decision for myself, and they were all incredibly happy for me. So you know, it's kind of just the way hockey goes.
Yeah, pretty proud moment though to know that you're the first ASU player to sign a contract in the NHL.
Yeah, it's incredible to think about, because when I committed to Arizona State, they had 0 games played at Division I college hockey. You know, so I basically put all my trust in Coach Powers and and hoping that it was going to work. You know, and it ended up working out pretty well. So, yeah.
Were you at the draft?
I was not. No.
You know, had you been advised not to go, or did you just think at that point, I may not get taken, or?
Yeah, well, that was actually my second draft year. My first draft year I didn't go, and I thought I might get selected, and I didn't, so I was like, thank God I wasn't there. And, and you know, so the next year it was like, hey, you know, you get a chance again this year, but no need to go and risk it, you know, because that's no fun to just sit there and not get picked the whole time. So for myself, it was just, I wanted to be around my family and my friends, and I actually went golfing. I couldn't even watch that day. And then I came home, and then right after I got home, I got selected. So
I guess my point to all this is you've had to overcome some obstacles, especially, you know, where you were taken, because sometimes guys taken in the 7th round, I mean, it's a long road to get here today, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I think you know, I was taking the same overall as Tom Brady, 199. So I knew I had a pretty good future after that.
In an article from Wayne in January, he's telling us that you have a relationship with Corey Schneider. How much did he help you get there, and your dad being his coach?
Yeah. So Corey's trained with my dad since high school, and I've known him for a long time. And you know, I originally was wearing #1 because of him, and when he was wearing #1 at Boston College, and growing up, Boston College was my dream school because he played there. And then when he made it to the NHL, he wore 35 for Vancouver when he was a rookie. So I switched to 35 that year, and you know, he's just kind of been my role model my whole life. And to know him personally is really cool, especially because he's such an amazing and successful NHL goaltender. He's someone that I've always looked up to.
And then that begs the question: you're wearing 34, not 30, 35 wasn't available, I guess.
No, they just gave me 34.
You just take whatever they.
Yeah, oh yeah, I would have worn 112. It doesn't matter.
199.
Yeah.
Have you spoken to Mike Condon since?
I did, yeah. He texted me, and then I saw him this morning, and you know, I've known him for a long time too, because my dad's his goalie coach, or has been for a long time. Known him since high school and watched his whole career, and he's just he's a really awesome person, and he was showing me around a little bit this morning and showing me the ropes. So it's really nice to know somebody here and have someone that I've known for a long time to kind of relate to.
Your stick handling ability, what are the roots to that? Is that something that you decided early on, or did your father think that was going to be a really important element of your game?
No, I did it for fun, to be honest. I played both. I skated out and played goalie until high school. And I always, you know, even when I was playing goalie, you know, and playing out, I was like, hey, I still like playing out too. You know, it was fun, and I always just tried to, you know, try to enjoy all parts of hockey. And it was really cool playing, you know, all these different positions and stuff. So that's something that I kind of just did for fun. I'd shoot pucks in my basement with, you know, player gloves and player sticks because it was more fun, and you kind of develop the muscles that way and get better at it. So that's just kind of how it came for me. Kind of happened by accident.
At what point in high school, I guess, did you choose just strictly to be a goaltender?
Yeah, after Bantam, I think I was like, okay, it's time to go 100% goalie, you know. Yeah.
How many assists this year? 1?
Yes, I think technically 1, but a couple inches away from a few more. Also, like 8 inches away from a goal, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.